All right, we're going to play a game.
Okay, let's play a game. Let's do it.
It's called Gentle Parenting, the musical.
Okay.
First of all, how do you feel about gentle parenting?
Do you do gentle parenting?
I don't know. I feel like I am maybe if there's
in between.
I'm an in-between too.
In between.
Like you're not slapping the shit out of your kids.
No, I'm definitely
a
pushover. I get in trouble all the time from my house. I'm so blinded by love for my kid.
too.
He does no wrong. He's so cute.
I feel it.
Can't take it. I hate disciplining.
Wait, and you have a
him.
9-year-old, right?
Yeah, he's turning 9. Don't say that yet.
All right, he's 8.
I still have one more week of 8.
He's a baby. I told my kids they're still going to be babies even when they're 18.
Well, some be like, do you have I'm like, yeah, I have a little boy. How old? I'm like, where's 8? You're expecting me to be like, he's 2. My little boy.
Yeah.
Okay. So the game is you have to gentle parent chaotic situations, but you have to do it singing and smiling. So be Miss Jolie.
No, Miss Rachel, never been talking too much about this girl.
Okay.
Go.
This scenario is there is an iPad thrown at a birthday party right across your show.
So this is her when she's at her show.
Yeah. So
I'm at a show.
So you're at a show. This kid does this. Oh, sorry. We're at a birthday party, and a kid is fucking screaming, crying, takes his iPad and chucks it right across your show. What do you do?
Ooh, please don't do that. Let's not throw the iPad. We're gonna get that iPad, gonna put it in Miss Jolie's bag. We're not gonna throw the iPad, but here is a shaker. You could keep it in your hands and shake it all day long. Let's shake the shaker.
So good.
We're gonna shake the shaker. We're gonna shake the shaker. And then I was just like, the iPad is gone. It's removed. There's a shaker in his
Standing applause.
Wait, that was so
impressed.
good.
I thought I was gonna have to help you out.
Wait, that was really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, sometimes I'm in scenarios where the kids are in my. I'm like, you gotta back it up, back it up, back it up.
I think you did it to her son.
When you put that tape down, I knew my son was gonna just go over the tape.
I mean, we gotta try sometimes, and I think it's important that
it is. You did so good.
And sometimes you have to roll it. Sometimes I'm like, you win. I'm pivoting. I'm not gonna win this. Yeah. Or just like you surrender, and you make it work.
Next one, ready? All right. So you're at the birthday party, and a bratty kid comes and just keeps popping the big
bubble.
Big bubble.
The big bubble.
Yeah, he just keeps running up and popping it.
I can't stand kids.
I gotta do it in a song, you're saying?
Yes.
I'm like, where's your mom or your dad? Can your mom and dad come over and help Miss Jolie? I need a mom or I need a dad coming over and help me fast. I need your mommy or your daddy right now. I will call. Sometimes I'm like, I need to call in the troops.
Epic. That is so
I know.
good.
I'm not gonna just keep disciplining the child. Okay, I'm trying to.
know.
So I'll sometimes if the mom and dad are another grown up will take the hint and
something. Yeah, they understand the assignment. That was so.
This
good.
is your real life. You do this.
This is my real life.
She's probably done it before.
She's done.
Okay, and the smile will always be there, no matter how irritated I am.
Right.
Have you ever been like, go fucking this kid, driving fucking nuts?
No, that has never, ever happened. Ever.
I love it.
All right, next one. The kid who's not the birthday kid comes up and blows out the candles, and then
as you're singing happy birthday,
and the birthday kid just starts crying because
I'll say it's all right, it's okay, we'll make more candles. Lame. Let's travel later, light them up, we'll do it all over again.
And it's so good. I need this in my life.
All right, last one.
Okay, go.
Kid runs up and dumps your bubble mix everywhere. Oh
my God, has this happened?
I've had it done. Well, my OCD will make sure that there's not only an extra bucket with me, but another extra bucket in my car.
Yeah,
it happened.
2 extra buckets.
I would say it's okay. We'll clean it up. Everybody clean it up. Gotta clean it up. Gotta clean it up. I'd clean up all the bubbles. I'd be singing a song as I'm doing it. I'd have everyone, and then I would take my towels and then grab my spare bucket.
So good.
You are.
I always have a spare.
So you're really improv. You do it. You're a singer, a rapper.
She
improv.
has the creative mind. She doesn't think she does.
I have my peak performance.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to send it to you. It was my brother and I on Mother's Day, like 2 years ago, and he had his guitar and he started and we made a song.
It was freestyle?
It was freestyle.
No way.
It's called Mother's Day Rage.
Oh my God.
And
send
it was
it now.
And I had my whole family, like my sister next to me crying tears, and it was just about having rage on Mother's Day. And it was so, even now, I'm like, how did that even come out of me? And it was my peak. I was like, I'll never be able to top that.
Can you do it right now?
I would need, no, I'll have to send you the video because I won't do any justice.
And
the fact that it was just Does that happen to you where you write a rhyme and you're like, wow, that came from me? Like, that was really good.
Yeah,
I wish I could do that.
You might have it in you.
I might have it in me.
But if I'm I have to be relaxed and I can't think about it too much. I have to just let it out. There's even times in a show where I'm like, man, that was good. I'll never be able to replicate it. Right. It had to come out naturally and just in the
that's
moment.
What's meant. Sometimes it's meant.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Now that we're talking about birthday parties, we need some birthday party confessions.
Okay.
So what's the craziest thing you've seen at a party?
So I have not really seen anything too crazy, but I have one experience. I was performing at a birthday party outside, and there was a fence, separating the house from their neighbors, and there was a dog on the other side of the fence, just barking, going crazy. And as I was performing, a little boy stuck his hand through the fence, and I noticed he was like stuck. I was like, so I went and I grabbed his hand and pulled it out, and the dog bit his hand. And I was like, oh my God. And I was like, wait, to get the ambulance. And I'm not good in emergency situations.
No, that's
I'm
so
the worst.
scary.
No, I bet I beat you. I
absolutely would beat you.
Really?
I will run around like, call 911.
So that was me.
My son lost his hand.
I was like, if I go back in time, I would have put my arms on, like slowly stay calm, walking. No, it was like game on Jolie meltdown of like,
during your like bubble show or something.
We had to call the ambulance. It was like, and then time went by, but
Did you perform?
I finished up because I felt so bad for the mom and the guests and the other kids there. We needed to change that vibe. So after
That's good.
He was taken care of, and I knew that I went back out and I was like, shit, I was a wreck. But I also knew that there's all these guests here and kids, and I needed to switch the vibe. So I went and did bubbles, and we did,
oh my God.
I will never, that was definitely the worst thing that ever happened.
That's a story.
And I even tell my son now, I'm like, don't ever pet a dog or put your hand through a fence, obviously. But, you just don't know if it's not your dog. You don't know what there's. I have a little fear of dogs. I got bit when I was little, so I'm not good with.
No, it's scary.
Bigger
You always
dogs.
ask, can I pet your dog? You always ask.
Yeah. That was the only story that was worthy of
Well, what about the worst behavior in a kid you've ever seen?
Are kids pretty good at birthday?
I've never had. I mean, there's definitely it's
not
to be
listening.
expected.
Yeah,
it's always to be expected that there's some kids that. Once I got a shaker thrown at my face and it hit and it hurt.
You just keep your smile.
And I was like, ow.
I'm not crying.
But he really got me. He really got me. So I was like, but I had to keep going. I was like, everything in me not to throw it back.
No, literally, I would have done the same thing.
No, I would never. But I was in my head. I was like, ow. And
oh my God, Sin. What about a parent's behavior?
I'm only saying it because she said, but I remember the moms at that. They saw it and they laughed. Instead of being like, "Are you okay?" They laughed. They thought it was funny. And I was like, I honestly wanted to just leave at that point because I was so oh wow, your parents are actually laughing.
There's nothing worse than being hit with something by a kid.
Yeah. But I also get it because I'm like, oh, when it's your kid, everything they do is adorable. So had I try to always put myself in the situation of the parents too. Yeah. My son is the kid that probably would want to pop even now, he would come with me to events, and whenever I bring out bubbles, it's like he's never seen a bubble before. He'd go crazy. He would knock down
something with bubbles and kids.
Yes.
Yeah, they love them.
Yes. So I know what it's like to have a child. It's just so overly excited, and they're not it's all coming from a place of them just being so happy and excited.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
know.
I have a lot of patience with.
You do have a lot of patience. You do.
What's your favorite age range to do a party?
And which one do you it's hard for you to not regret, you what's the word?
What's your
what's your favorite? What's your least favorite? Let's see
I guess I love pre-K because they're still babies, but they're not. It's 3, 4-year-olds. Kindergarten's really nice, but then once in a while, I walked into a party and it was older kids. I mean, I'm talking like first, second, third, and I was like, I whip out all the line dances. It's I come on the mic and it's more of I feel like an MC DJ where it's about they love following along to dances. So I whip out. I have my own that I make up. I do a lot of parody. So it's the background is Uptown Funk, but I'm singing.
Do you plan your shows you know what you're doing? At Gio's birthday party, did you plan that out?
So I definitely have my
go-to.
I have my go-to, and then each season, and for my own mental health, I have to switch things up. But I have my go-tos that I know always work, and then sometimes sprinkling in seasonal ones that this is my go-to right now because we're in that season and it makes sense to sing this song. And I definitely have a go-to list, but then other ones that I'll sprinkle out. It's more of season. I feel like I go through these seasonal
as you
playlists.
should. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, my kids were watching you this morning with 5 little snowmen.
Literally, I have a
on
picture.
Really? They want that?
Is it weird
really
to know that people watch?
Oh, yeah.
Stop.
There's
No,
a picture of it.
In my house, we will not do Miss Rachel or Blippi anymore. It's Miss Jolie only. Because
Stop.
my
There's a
kids are
picture of
iPad kids.
it.
They're on YouTube, and it's
But
Miss
I
Jolie.
appreciate that. So even you say it never gets old for a parent or if a child, like, oh, we saw that, because I'm like, there's so many options. You chose me. Like, I
Yeah.
can't
Are you
believe you're
tearing up?
choosing me.
You-
I'm not. I
so
am.
cute.
But I'm not. Like, I am. But it's not.
That's what, like, is it weird too that like I pull up my YouTube and you're on my YouTube, like you're on my TV and my son's sitting there watching you?
Yeah, like that would be goals one day to be out somewhere and like
you
look
walk
over
past
and
the
someone has me.
TV?
I'd be like, oh my God, I would freak out. I'd be like, that's me on there. Like,
There's probably more people than you're probably not looking for.
Well, I guess
they definitely are.
I would. That would just make me so happy. Whenever someone shares that they watch, it just makes me feel so good.
Well,
I really
we are
appreciate it. There's so many
watching it.
options. You pick me, and it makes. And I love that they could see me in person. I want that to be the number one. Like, watch me on the screen, but come to the library.
Yes.
Come book me for your birthday.
Book me for your birthday bonus.
Yes.
See me in
What is
person.
your?
I mean,
what
she's
is,
much better live.
yeah, totally.
I want. That's what the.
What is your?
I want you to.
Feel on like screen time now? Like, what is your thoughts on that?
I believe that we're all doing our best as moms. We do what we got to do sometimes. I look back, my son, he was never, like, he has an iPad and he sits and watches and he has his little shows that he watches. And it doesn't bother me because he's so active. He's like, does all these sports and whatever. He'd always choose playing over.
Yeah, like as long as
sometimes I feel like sometimes let me please sit and watch because my husband and I want to watch a show at night. He would always rather play, and he gets sick of it. Like after a little time, he's like, "All right, I want to, he'll gets up, and I know he's had enough." So I thankfully have a child that almost naturally has like a. Sorry, I'm hitting your microphone. He has a natural, what's it called? Like an alarm clock in his head.
Yeah,
but that was enough. I need to move my body.
My son
now.
too. He can't sit still.
Yeah.
And I say to her all the time, I'm like, it's as long as my son's not addicted to the iPad and he still wants to play and go outside and play with his toys, like I don't give a shit to put the TV on and have it on all day, honestly, because he still continues to play and have conversations. You know what I mean?
So I think that's what makes it easy to be like, it doesn't bother with my kid because sometimes I wish he would watch it a little more, to be honest. Like, are you sure you're sure? Well, I'm like, my husband and I still have like 20 minutes left our show. I'm like, are you sure you're done with the iPad? Or like on a plane ride or something, and he's done. And I'm like, I have to sit and play tic-tac-toe for an hour right now.
I love tic-tac-toe.
I know. Well, you should come over. You should come over and play. But I feel like we're all doing our best. But I would say, like when they're really little, unless sometimes I feel like it's an automatic thing. Like you sit down, you give them the iPad, like wait for it. If you're out to a restaurant, give it a little time before you get, like, let them be a little bored for a little bit. Or
let them run around the restaurant for a minute or two.
Yeah, like don't automatically give it. Give some time. That was my husband and I were, I feel like my husband's more like the strict one than I am. It was very like out restaurants. We like him rather drawing, and he's good. Like he always rather. I think there's nothing better than like paper and crayons and drawing, or like a little out to dinner where it's more. So they could be creative, but also I understand. I get it. Sometimes you just need
the phone,
and depending on that child, like you don't know until you're in that mom's shoes of like their child or how they're feeling. So I would never judge another mom putting out there.
No, I agree. I don't judge anybody. To each their own, you know.
Yeah, and also I'm judging you. You have one kid.
Yeah, bring it on. Oh yeah, that makes life easy.
You use the 3-kid excuse a lot, my friend.
I'm not making an excuse.
No, I'm saying that you have 3 kids, so you just feel like when you have more kids, you have to give them iPad.
Oh, I mean, you don't have to, but I definitely feel like I do.
Do they each have their own?
The 2 older ones do. Actually, no, they do. They all have them. Yeah.
So they have their own shows they get to watch and hold on.
Yeah, I mean, they literally basically just watch like YouTube Kids.
Yeah.
And they play games. They have their educational games too that like my son.
Did you ABC Mouse?
ABC Mouse. He loves ABC Mouse. They like puzzle games like I don't know, like
See, I would feel no guilt over the gameplay, like especially the educational.
They play a lot of games on there, which is good, but it's also annoying.
Yeah,
but even for us as adults, like these, like watching shows, these really quick videos, it's not good for us in general.
No.
I wasn't
even like scrolling, like doom scrolling.
I don't like the YouTube Kids thing where you just scroll to different videos. I feel like they're doing what I'm doing, and I hate that.
Yeah, it's so
like
bad.
I loved like being younger and watching it. Like you would sit and watch a show. It had a beginning,
that's
middle,
why
end.
I do
like
TV show instead of iPad.
That's better.
Which is like, I don't know, but we We don't do iPads when we're out. If I do have to give a phone, I will if it's getting out of hand. But I do the TV all day. I really do. But I don't do the iPad because I don't want him doing this. I really just don't.
Yeah.
I don't care for him to watch TV, but
Like
little fingers.
well,
Like
sometimes
I
I
go to
know-
someone's house and they have their iPads out and they're sitting there. My son's like playing, and I'm like, you need to like. I don't want him to be doing that when someone comes to our house. He's holding his iPad. Like,
Yeah.
You know? So that's why I try to do it. But he does sit and watch TV. And I feel like my niece and nephew, they don't watch as much TV as he does. I just at least have it on in the background.
Yeah.
So every time I go to my mother-in-law's, I always put the TV on. And they think they have to like sit and watch. I'm like, just go play. Just put the TV on if you want to get a glimpse of, anything on the TV.
I think it just goes back to if they also can be able to go outside and play and like be a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's all about balance.
Yeah. You asked me. Oh, you're asking me about.
No, so it's interesting. I was talking about with my girlfriend. She was saying she has no kids, but she was saying if she were to have kids, she would just want one kid. And I was like, I haven't heard a lot of people say that. And she was like, this is why. She doesn't want like the family to like run her. Like she also wants to just keep her life, and like he's kind of just like an added, or one kid's just like an added bonus. I tell her all the time, one kid is like an accessory and 3 kids is like fucking baggage. That's how I feel right now.
Yeah.
But like one kid, how do you feel about having one kid?
I feel like it's the secret to happiness.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I love having one kid.
Awesome.
I totally understand anyone.
I mean, you look light and bright.
I'm real good. I feel like the window passed. If there was to have been another child, I feel like I'm so out of that era. I always gave myself till I was 40, which I'm turning this year. And my husband, we go back and forth. And sometimes I'll be like, it's always like when I'm like really well rested, and I'll be like, maybe. Yeah, and then I go back to the real reality of like it sounds so nice, but the real ins and outs. And I love my free time. Like I love that I could work and then come home and have a couple hours before I go get my son. And that would be taken from me.
I love that. I'm here. I'm at that point too. I feel like, not to interrupt you, but can you give me like a glimpse of when you were like, I am good with one kid? Is it because you may have struggled with postpartum? Is it because you just don't? You're happy with your life right now? Like, what is it?
It's so interesting. I love being pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
So I even have thought, like, I wouldn't, like, being a surrogate. I'm like, I'm going to miss never having a baby in my belly. I love being pregnant.
Yeah.
I loved the newborn stage. I was, like, the happiest. I loved.
So you didn't have postpartum?
I didn't have postpartum. If anything, I was, like, elated. Like, my life became enormously better since becoming a mom. I feel like he healed me. I feel like I struggled more with my mental health before becoming a mom. Just feeling like my son, like I just told him this morning, I was like, you've made my life like, I don't think a day goes by I don't tell him like how happy, how he's just like, your moms.
Yeah,
anyone knows about any of your kids. But he's gotten the best of me. Like I'm not, my sister-in-law, my sister, my brother, like they all have multiple kids, all the people around me. I see how hard work it is and the stress is involved. I know all the love that comes with it too. And I know what everyone's like, oh, but he doesn't have a sibling. But he has incredible cousins that he plays with all the time. And also that's not guaranteed. Like to have another kid just because I know a lot of siblings that don't get along as adults.
Yeah.
And also since he's been little, I would be like, do you want a brother or sister? He's never no. And now he's like, I'm like, are you sure, Georgie? Mommy's turning 4. He knows. He's like, no. Just he gets upset. He like does not want a sibling. Yeah. Like, he loves it just being us.
Oh,
I feel like that would be the only thing that would have made me cave to have another one.
Right.
Like
as if you wanted.
As if my son like
he was like, Mommy, I really want to be.
And my husband, I mean, he does not. He has not. He's always been like, I'm so happy with one kid. But we talk about maybe it would have been.
Say that.
I'm happy too. I want more kids just because I like want a big family, but I just feel like, I see the struggle she goes through. Like her life is insane. And I'm like, I know everyone's family's different, like not in a bad way, but it is.
I know.
And I just feel like I'm around her a lot and I see it. And I'm happy in my family right now. But
yeah, but also I banged them out in 3 years. You're not going to do that.
No, I'm not going to do that. There is a difference.
There really is a difference. I truly believe in the age gaps.
In a good way,
age gaps
help you out.
Yes, because you can concentrate on like you had Gio already for 2 years. It's just you. Like I never ever had that.
Right.
So like you focused on him, and now like if you have another baby,
Like, I would say once Gio's either in like preschool or even kindergarten where it's like a full day and then you have a baby. And then
that's what I would want to do.
Right.
I feel like that's a nice
But that's
way
just
to
how
do
my
it.
mom life is. That's how my vibe is. Like, I just need, we have a crazy life. Like, my life is very busy. And I just felt like it would be a disservice to my child to bring that child in when Gio was like a 6-month-old, 7-month-old. Like, it just would have been a disservice to the family. Like, you know?
It's a lot. And like the sleeping
It's
issues
hard. It's just like,
it
would have been just really
being
bad.
tired and feeling like, and especially if you have a career, you're like, it, no doubt about it, it's gonna put you back.
And I'm career driven too, just like you. I
Yeah.
just feel like I'm passionate about that, and like I need to give 100% to my child, and that's why I quit my job, and that's what I do with Gio. But I couldn't give 100% to a second kid if I had he or she already. So that's why I feel like waiting till he maybe turns 3 to have another one is my best in my best interest for my family. You know?
Yeah. I think that is what I thought about too. There was definitely a feeling of like a choice. Like, do you want to have the mom life or do you want to pursue this career and feel? And I am so fulfilled with one kid. Oh, I'll tell you how I really knew I was done. It happened recently.
Tell.
I thought
you were pregnant.
I was pregnant.
No.
Oh, and I can't believe you talked about in an episode.
That is the telling factor.
And I was like, am I going to be disappointed to not or relieved? And I was relieved. And I was like, that's how I know
that you don't want another kid.
Yeah, because I was relieved that I wasn't. It was more like, and I would have, if I would have been like, all right, like this is it. And I would have made the best of it. And I'm sure it would have been wonderful. And my life would have, whatever my life turns out, I'm going to make the best of that.
Yeah,
scenario.
absolutely.
But not being, I was like, oh.
You felt relieved. That is a good tell.
That is a good tell. That is like, I mean, I think a lot of moms can relate. I just got an IUD for the first time. And I am just feeling very like free and.
I feel like there's another one in you, though, from how you talk on the podcast.
I mean, I don't know, but right now
You're both very young, though, in terms of like so many women in my life didn't have even their first until 40, which is that's why I felt like we're living in a time where if you could have a kid 40, 41, 42 later, it doesn't
absolutely
like. But I know that. Even now, I'm like, I am feeling as you get older, you're like, oh, like you're just a little more tired. Your things are different.
Yeah.
And I look forward to the era of my life. My husband and I are very
Me too. I
lovey,
that.
and I look forward to being with him and traveling more and just our life that, because he even paints that picture. He's like, and I know nothing's guaranteed. You know, nothing's, but I just feel like watch like I get an oops like next year. I'm like, darn it now, crap. I told you I'm jinxing everything right now.
Can you imagine?
Oh my gosh! But and who knows? And I'm gonna give myself that space to say I can always change my mind.
Yeah,
you can at this moment in my and I think that's how I always felt. I was like, where am I today? How I feel, and that changed. And I feel like when you want another one, it's a burning desire. Like my first kid was a burning desire for a child. And I always like, if you have that burning desire, nothing will get in your way. You'll have that baby. Yeah. You'll make it happen, whether naturally or not, or whatever you have to do. But I'll be a kick-ass grandma one day. I'll be
100%.
Yes.
And your son will have
Miss Jolie, Grandma
Jolie.
Jolie.
Yeah, I love it.
And I get my fill. Look, all the kids around me all the time.
I mean, exactly. You get your fix. Yeah, I mean, 100%. So I do want to just ask you this question, since we're talking about mom life right now. Do you feel like you always have to be on? Like, what if you show up to a gig or a party and you're like, I don't feel good. I have really bad nerves. I feel like I'm in fight or flight. I have to leave. Like, do you ever like get in that mode as a mom or like as in a gig and you feel like you can't be yourself? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, I definitely have times where I'm really overwhelmed or if I'm not feeling good. If something comes over me when I have to perform though, like it's all of a sudden I'm okay. Yeah. I can like get there. Yeah. Like it's, I know it's turn it on, turn it off. Don't like, part of my job is to be happy and spread the happiness. And I think I grew up in a family like my brother doing weddings, my dad, like it's when you're an entertainer, you're showing up. It's almost like an acting job sometimes, and which sometimes heals you in a way or is the fix. Like if I'm worried or upset over something and then I have to do, and I walk out, I'm like, wait, why was I upset? Like but if I'm sick or not feeling well, I mean, obviously if I was something that's contagious, I'm going to cancel it.
Yeah,
but
totally.
There's definitely times I'm able to compartmentalize and like turn off, even if I'm really overwhelmed or stressed out, or sometimes I have gigs like back to back and I know, and I have to say, okay, like it is what it is. You do just try to wrap it up at this time. And then I might be worried, like, oh, am I going to have enough time to get to, or there's a lot that could go on my mind. But when I'm performing, it's, I guess from the years, and it's just almost a
muscle memory
of like, all of a sudden I'm able to lock into like being with the kids I'm in front of and doing the job. And
so when you're actually in front of the kids, do you feel like you are Miss Jolie, the actress, and not yourself at all? Or do you feel like you're actually acting and performing?
I guess it could be either way. Like my prayer every morning is to feel in flow and feel so enjoying myself and doing it. But I definitely have days where I could be off and I'm like, I'm acting like I'm not.
Right.
Actually, that's when I know I need a break or I'm burnt out. I'll be like, oh, when I feel myself not enjoying myself, I know like, oh, maybe I overdid my schedule this week. But I've been doing it long enough that I kind of know how to balance my schedule and not get to that point, because I do not like when I'm performing, I'm not genuinely enjoying myself. But it happens.
Yeah.
Of course, you're human, aren't you?
Yeah. It happens once a month. After that few days, I'm like, oh my goodness, I am gotta just keep the smile on even I'm feeling. But I don't think anyone would ever know, and I give myself like permission to feel how I'm feeling each day, and
which is good.
Yeah.
And I feel like from a business perspective, this just jumps to my next question. Like, what's the hardest part about running a business, and what's the most fun about running a business?
Oh, I guess just juggling everything, and for me, it's like a lot of the behind
you do everything
the scenes.
by yourself?
I do everything. I would say with the hardest part for me, it's not even like the hardest part, but it's the this work that isn't seen, like the practicing, rehearsing all the emails, so much emails, updating my website, creating the next playlist, like all the behind the scenes. Like it's, to me, the actual performance is like the the performance is the release, but there's all this other back end stuff that can accumulate or feel like sometimes I wish I had an assistant. But then I'm like, I would. Yeah, but there's too many things. Like only I can look at my schedule. I know like if I'm in the mood to fit in another thing that week, or if maybe I'm just a control freak. But I've done other things. Like we have a cleaning lady. Like I don't cook. Like there's certain other things that in my life that I let go of. I'm like, I don't cook. My husband cooks. I have a private chef. He's really hot. He's my sexy private chef.
I love that.
But it's funny because he would say, he's like, what do I need to do to help? I'm like, we need a cleaning lady. Like these are the things. Like I'd rather go out and do a gig than clean the toilet. I cannot do these things.
No, you sound like me. It's so funny.
Yeah. So it's just the behind the scenes, and then feeling sometimes that goes like unnoticed in terms of why I could be frazzled. Like sometimes with my family, you're like, oh, like why is Jolie so bad? I'm like, you don't understand. Like I can't sleep at night if I have all these emails that piled up today, and I still have to do that, and it makes me sometimes feel
That's a lot.
I can't be present with like playing with my son. Sometimes I feel bad for that. Like these kids all get the best of me, and then sometimes my son gets a version of me. It's like, mommy cannot until I finish this. Yeah.
See, that's how I am. I feel like I get in that mode where, as well, because I have like corporate girly in me. Like I had 9 to 5, and I feel like I knew how to do time management, but you take it with you, right? And I feel like if I didn't answer my emails, if I still don't answer my emails, if I don't get back to the people on TikTok, if I don't, follow up on the brand deal that I'm trying to get, like I just feel like I can't sleep at night, and I just have to. Like, do you feel that way? I feel like
you should see my emails. I have about 28,000.
It's like I could never sleep.
But like not important. But yeah.
Wait, what if it is important?
It's not. Nobody needs me that
Or
bad.
it's more like sometimes it's like coming from, like I'll get like a text, a DM, an email of like, oh, and I'm like, please, I want things in email.
Do you answer everybody in email, DM?
Yeah, I'll say email me because I need it in one place, because the DMs get lost, or I'm like, and I don't like, sometimes sometimes I need a day where I don't even look at my
Could never
phone.
not answer someone though. Would rather die than not answer an email.
But once you see it, you have, the emails are, and to me, I feel an email's a nice, because it's like not an like a text, it feels an like I need to write back to this. But the email, it can sit there. I know that I have like 24 hours.
To normalize not texting back right away. Like I think like you could just sit on a text for a little bit.
Absolutely. I feel like it should be responded to within the day, unless it's nighttime. Like I wake up crazy early, and I waited until the sun came up to text you back.
Oh my God, you could have texted me.
I was like, I don't want to be crazy and text her. And because I went to bed so early last night.
She's like, she's not coming. I go, I talked to her at like 7 o'clock.
I turn off at night. I don't look at my phone.
That's nice.
What she said, she was like, she's probably not looking at her phone. I'm like, oh yeah, it was 9 o'clock because we were on our meeting. But I just wanted to send you like a little text, and I'm like, oh my God, what if she like something happened? And I know you would never.
I know
you would never.
Yeah, no.
But I worked in sales, as you know, like canceling is like normal for people in sales. Not showing up is normal.
And
for
especially when you have something that's dependent. Like, for instance, if I do I just had a St. Patrick's Day show and I had an Irish step dancer. Hi, Ashlyn.
I saw that.
Because she's so young. She's not near being a mom yet. So she might definitely not listen. Anyway, so I've had her for like years. And her mom brings, and they're so reliable, so professional.
Love that.
But without fail, like that, I was like, oh my gosh, Ashlyn I'm going to have to whip out these Irish step dancing moves. I can't
help but feel that way.
It's because when you're like depending on someone else, that's why I think my job is so perfect for me, because that anxiety that goes through me, where I'm like, it's just me.
Yeah.
And I'm just showing, I don't have to wait for the other person. And most of the time it works out, but you need to know that you're going to be there.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, this was absolutely awesome. Is there anything that you lastly want to say to your listeners about what you do, about how you got here, about anything that you want to just get off your chest?
Well, I would say I love people so much. I would love to come back. So if anyone had questions or like a different, and then we could I could come back and then we could like do more questions or like pivot into something else. What do I want to say? There were so many things, but now I'm here on the spot and I'm drawing a blank. If you have something that if you're a mom and you just create. Whatever's coming to you, don't judge yourself over it. Just let it out and let it evolve and see where it goes, and don't stop, because usually you need to let things unravel a little bit before you find the magic of it. I want to say that. Stay in the game for you both. I love your podcast. I'm so excited to see where it grows and goes.
I know.
It's so good. I'm going to keep listening. Yes. And I want to say that I have the best, most supportive, amazing hubby. Like, he gets a shout out.
He's getting.
I just want to say, yes, like, you make sure you marry a man that's going to support you. Like you girls obviously have too. And
definitely.
Yeah. And if you only want one kid, you do you. Don't let anyone pressure you.
Yeah.
And
Amen.
I guess that's it. And
tell the viewers where. Oh, go ahead, finish.
I have a new album coming out next week.
You do?
Yeah. It took me 2 years to make, and now it's coming out.
So
it's 12. It's nursery rhymes remix. It's called.
See, I want to write
Rise
shit
and
like
Shine.
that.
It's all.
Yeah.
Oh, I rap on there. Itsy bitsy rap.
I saw.
I'm gonna do my worth my time.
Tell the listeners where to follow you, where to book you, where they can reach you.
MissJolieMusic.com. I'm Miss Jolie on Instagram. All the things are on there. YouTube. You should put in Miss Jolie. It should pop up.
And email
for bookings for birthday parties. Yes, please. And I love doing school. So if your little one's in school and you want to arrange that.
Yes.
My PTA mom's out there.
And listen to
Miss Jolie.
I guess more like listen to the music with your little ones, because like I put so much love and effort into it. Yeah. And just would love to know that little ones out there are enjoying it.
You're so good. We love you. Thank you for being on Mama
Thank
Clock.
you. I am so honored to be here. I love you girls. I'm so happy. It was so easy to talk to you both.
I know. We dove deep today, and we're so excited to air this. And thank you for being on Mama Clock.
Thank you so much.
We love you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Love you. Thank you.
Yay.